Hey, welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well. Let's start sounding connected. In this video, we're going to create movement to the target notes. And this will help you create killer solos. So grab your guitar and let's get into it. So we're using the A minor chord for these examples today. 5th fret right here. And the notes that make up an A minor chord are A, C, E. Those are the notes that make up an A minor chord, and they are the target notes for today. So the A minor pentatonic scale fits over this chord like a glove. 5th fret. So our target notes are right in the center of the scale, right in the center of the chord. There's other notes in the pentatonic that we can target, but we're going to really focus in the center here. So this is the heart of today's lesson, is creating movement to these target notes. You can't just play them by themselves. So sliding up to the note or back down from a note is a great way to add movement. So the root note right here in the 7th fret, you can slide right up to it from the G note, and then slide up to the E note, 7th fret of the A string. And then sliding up to another E note here in the 9th fret. Try it only a half step slide, it really sounds bluesy. Five, 7, 9, back to the C. Still playing all the chord tones, but sliding into them. So let's throw a couple double stops in there, using a little bit of hybrid picking here on the first part. So with my pick here, I'm hitting the D note here in the 7th fret, and then plucking up with my 3rd finger here in the 5th fret, the A note. And then back to the C note in the 5th fret on the G string, but still borrowing this A note here. And just go back and forth like that. And at the end here, hit the note in the 7th fret, and then hitting it in the 8th fret and pulling back down to that 7th fret, 5th fret. So hit the note. I use that little slur lick all the time. And then try sliding up here. 9 and 8. So barring the G and B strings in the 5th fret. Now again, I'm using a little hybrid picking. You can definitely use the pick here too. And then hitting the root note. So 5th fret, root note, 7th fret, G and B strings. 5th fret. And hammer-ons and pull-offs are a great way to add movement. Let's take this in 2 parts. The first part, and then the second part would be, so 5, 8, 5, back to 8, and then on the 5th fret of the B string, hammer on and pull off to the 8th fret. So hammer on and pull off, and then land on that 7th fret. Slow again. And then the last little bit is 5 to 7. Second part slow. So pull off from 7 to 5 on the G string, hitting 7 on the D string, then 7, 7, 5, 7. When you can get speed and put those two things together, it really sounds good. And one of the most important is bending and adding vibrato to target notes. So we can just target this A note. You can think of it as a whole tone bend here from 8, trying to reach the A note, or looking at it here, bend it all the way up till you get to pitch, and then add a little bit of vibrato, and you can add this note also right underneath it in the 8th fret of the E string. Practice bending like this. You can just release it slightly. And then even on the 7th fret, because you're bending up to the E note here, and we're still targeting these notes as we're doing all these movements. So full bend in the 7th fret of the G string is an E note. You can still do that same movement, and that bend is so powerful. That quarter to half a tone sound there. That's what you're trying to hit there. Slides, double stops, hammer-ons, pull-offs, and of course bends and vibrato. All these techniques, all these tools will help the notes really come alive on the fretboard. I'm telling you, work at this stuff. It's so important. You can play just a couple notes, and if you have good technique, they will sound good. Let me know if the lesson was helpful. Let's talk soon.